Nocturne jungle. It is something Steel played during the summer split, and it will be a nice combo with a flank champion like Echo or not wanting to get all in. Speaking of which, this is really good gank timing from Xerxes.
Hook onto Norscarin though, he's almost dead. Heals up with the Guardian gang, gonna take a lot of damage here. Doesn't have the flash, he's down. First blood to Splyce.
Oh, such.
One has his. When we get towards level 6 here for DFM though, that's where they can really start to make plays. Evie gonna try and jump away. The stun, almost gonna connect it from Chachi. Flashes forward, there's the stun, and Evie locked up underneath this tower. Xerxes will cull him. Some of his LJL counterparts.
They might be trying to get the kill onto Hecarim here.
Parallel convergence.
He might be able to solo kill him, actually.
I think he just gets him. The smite comes down. One more auto should be enough. Xerxes just about able to survive, and here comes the paranoia. And Seos jumps underneath the tower. The damage coming back from him. Splyce is not enough. The hook's still going to land onto Norscarin, who has to flash away. Here's Humanoid from the backside of the fight. Seos rooted up, locked down, and the kill comes in for Kabi. Unipon unable to join his team, and Humanoid can still chase. Realm Warp forward. Splyce going to take it. 2 members strong. The play from Gang trying to push them away, and here comes Unipon. But the knockup's not quite going to connect. Gang goes down. Humanoid still chasing. Unipon flashing forward. The damage from Splyce is huge here, and Unipon has to run away. Kabi landing the feathers one after one after one, and the Blade Caller rips them.
Proving Nocturne mid to be a good and viable pick.
Don't say that!
He is.
Venius will lose Elo. The paranoia coming out in the mid lane as the parallel convergence connects as well. And just the Cloud Drake here, but DFM able to force them away. So Humanoid, of course, only just respawning means that he wouldn't be in any.
Now it is. Will we see a fight?
Seos there, Xerxes just around the corner. Parallel convergence coming out, the onslaught of the shadows. The root's going to connect onto Seos, who pops paranoia straight away. Norscarin gets the double knockup though, and it's 3v2 in favor of Splyce. They take down one. The jump back from Steel with the chrono break will get him to safety, but Splyce were able to react to the play coming out from DFM. Now, Chachi locked up with the wallop. Evie still has the Gnar here. Chachi into the wall. Chachi's just being very greedy here. The slicing maelstrom comes out, but Evie can still chase it. And when they're winning, they're actually really able to snowball a lead between the 15 and 25 minutes.
Yeah, and the normal is closer to where DFM is when compared to what Splyce has, if we're trying to give some aid to interpreting these stats. But also, looking at the overall goal in this game, it does look like Splyce is going to approach 50 minutes at closer to a 3,000 gold lead, which is actually quite large at this point in the game. But here comes that Nocturne.
Paranoia. Nocturne's coming to get you as he jumps in. Seos taken low, though, trying to get on towards the backline. Kabi with the Featherstorm was able to survive. Seos so low, the Blade Caller will rip back through him. And here comes the onslaught of shadows. Steel has to flash away. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the box came down, but Gang has fallen. The damage coming out from Chachi is humongous. Let's go down towards bot.
To succeed, they have to find some way of getting the Xayah R out before Nocturne jumps in. Because as we see right there, if he goes in...
Relatively even in terms of plates, they are 6,000 gold behind. 9 kills, 3 down.
Evie trying to get something going, but really, now it's on Splyce. You just kind of execute the steps towards victory. Rotate their 3-0.
Step 4. Where they struggle is when someone throws a wrench in the works. When someone picks a Nocturne mid and gets ahead. Those sorts of things where... We respect, you know, some of the LCK teams who've added a little bit of skirmishing into their style, but they can also look for fights like this. Now, meanwhile, in the mid lane, Kabi just on a rampage. The hook isn't enough. Gang's gonna fall as well, and as you said, it's just Splyce doing it by the numbers here. Xerxes was on the flank, Evie unable to find any sort of connection. And it's too easy for Splyce right now. 7,000 gold ahead, 11 kills to 3 up. They've already broken the tier 2 in the bottom lane. They're looking towards tier 2 mid and the tier 2 top. Evie jumping in, caught out in the slicing maelstrom, and he went just a little bit too deep here. He's going to go into mini just before he falls. It's another kill over to Splyce.
Yeah, this one is looking like it's going to be fast for Splyce on the total spectrum of how you close out games, because that's so that the Nocturne ult can't end up getting picks. Or, hey, let's just go in.
Yeah, Norscarin goes in for the engage. Steel's going to pop the chrono break. That was a little bit ambitious, you have to feel. And meanwhile, on the backside of the fight, Humanoid is fleeing. Evie going in. The perfect position here for DFM. And they are sweeping Splyce. A double kill comes out. Chachi trying to go back in. Look at the damage coming back out from Xerxes. Kabi on the front line. Now opens up and it turns around. But in a moment, for a moment there, Detonation FocusMe had hope. They had a glimpse back into this game, but Splyce ripped it out.
Make sure they're collecting as many objectives bot side as possible before they fully set up
a full 5v4 if we can. Seos, of course, has the ultimate still. If Humanoid oversteps...
Yeah, they're going to go for kill and trade the Baron.
Paranoia coming in. Realm Warp is going to be feared, but he still manages to get in it just in time. No flash, no quickness on the Rakan, though, and Evie almost has the Mega Gnar. Hook coming out. Norscarin going to catch out Steel. Kabi 1,000 gold lead after they get this. And you have to think they should just be able to get towards these side lanes and start.
Who he's played on stage, this exact stage, dozens of times.
Here we go. Splyce looking down towards that bottom lane. Righteous Glory was popped there by Humanoid. Xerxes looking for an engage as well if you can find it, but the inhibitor tower's already fallen. Here goes Steel jumping in. Norscaven answers back. Steel chunked out. Manages to jump back with the Chrono Break. He'll survive for the moment, but Splyce is still very healthy and can just push in towards this bottom lane. There's a minion wave on its way. Minions in the mid lane as well that Xerxes is going to go and help out buff up with the Baron buff. But for the moment, Splyce will just try and take one inhibitor. Xerxes can come in from the side. Bot lane inhibitor down to about half HP. Splyce should get this one. DetonatioN FocusMe unable to find an engage to answer it. Norscaven going to jump across the wall here onto Vizicachi. And now Splyce rotate towards the mid lane. Second inhibitor tower, their target, Evie. Whoa, Evie almost down. Humanoid flashing in, but Evie goes out. There's the Paranoid coming out. The Slicing Maelstrom's going to connect onto Gang. The Unstoppable also on towards the back line. And here comes the damage. Round warp in. It's only Kobe, but he will steal away the kill from Steel. And now Unicorn is in an awful position. Double kill over to Splyce. They take 3. They take the second inhibitor, and they'll be looking for the Nexus.
Yep, still have another minute and 20 seconds on this Baron. They have the teleport on Chachi, who really actually wanted to get back to base so he could teleport on that minion, which ended up being killed. But they were all coming back in here and looking to take their first game at Worlds.
Yeah, still a minute left on the Baron buff. Should be pretty easy here for Splyce. They're going to strike first as they take the damage onto Evie. He almost falls on the fountain. Just give it to him. It's a double for Kobe. The Nexus towers fall, and Splyce strike first in Group B.
And a beautiful first game from Kobe.